Hello fellow soul, I have a question for you. Do you treat your body like a temple or a trash can? Let's find out. Philip coming to you from Chiang Mai in northern Thailand. I've had a bit of a gap from making videos, but I'm back to it now. Been focused very much on building my venture, which I'm going to launch with a big bang on January the 2nd, 2024. Although if you live in Chiang Mai and you're watching this video, there'll be a soft opening before then. So I thought I'd come back with a new series of videos, and I'm going to call it something like my book corner. I have so many books. Most of them are to do with understanding the human condition, living with more understanding, more health, more spirituality, better understanding of our mind, body, and so on. So today we're going to start with a book that I bought in England once. It's called Healing Foods, Eat Your Way to a Healthier Life. So, hence the question, trash can or temple. Most human beings treat their body like a trash can. I used to. I never thought about it. I never ever made a connection between food and physical health until 15 years ago when my bulletproof youth was over. So what I've done is in this series I'm going to read out a short little bit from a book and then comment upon it from my own experiences and reflections on life. And in this video, I'm going to talk about two different foods, both common, and see what you think. You know, what do you know about beetroot, and what do you know what beetroot does for you? Do you know anything about that? Let's find out. Headlines: beetroot has a liver cleansing action, lowers the risk of heart attack, improves blood's oxygen uptake, has an anti-diabetic effect. What is it good for? Supports the liver. Its phytochemicals stimulate the production of glutathione, a detoxifying antioxidant that combines with an array of antioxidant pigments to aid liver function and neutralize and excrete toxins. That's all the work of the liver. So obviously beetroot is a friend of the liver, and I'll say to you that anything that's a friend of the liver is a friend of you and a promoter of your health, because our liver's responsible for clearing out all the toxins and doing all kinds of work for us. Strengthens the heart. Its antioxidants lower cholesterol and blood pressure, while the B vitamins improve nerve function, helping to maintain a strong, regular heartbeat. Nourishes the blood. A combination of iron and antioxidants helps feed and purify the blood, while improving its oxygen uptake, making beetroot a useful remedy for anemia. Anti-inflammatory. Contains choline, a B vitamin that supports heart health and is also antibiotic. And then there's a little bit saying, how do I get the best from it? So I'd like to mention this because we don't think about leaves much. Use the leaves. Beetroot greens are even more nutrient packed than the root and are rich in bone and blood healthy vitamin K and beta carotene, which is great for skin and eyes, among other things. So that's the beetroot. Let me just move forwards to something else that you may be able to buy wherever you are. We get them easily in Thailand, and I had them for breakfast, the black ones. And we're talking about sesame seeds. Sesame seeds, what is it good for? Helps improve skin. A good source of vitamin E, which helps improve the condition of the skin, as well as strengthen the heart and the nervous system. Also contains the plant hormones sesamin and sesamolin, whatever they are, which have been shown to lower blood pressure and protect the liver from toxic damage. Sesame seeds are very high in calcium, which is necessary for healthy bones and teeth. All varieties, white, brown and black, are suitable for eating raw or soaking and sprouting. Now, so those are two examples of what they call healing foods. And basically we can eat our way to ill health, or we can eat our way to health. And I have discovered over my 15 years of pursuing a healthy food diet that if you are struggling with your health, then the first port of call will be diet. And we need to eat whole foods and avoid corporation-made foods, which are nearly all packed full of INS numbers, which represent the old E numbers, which all represent some kind of chemical, nearly all of which are toxic. And what we see with just these two examples of sesame seeds and beetroot is that all these natural foods, they've all got the vitamins in them, they've got the minerals, they've got amino acids, they've got phytonutrients, they've got antioxidants, all these goodies, and we don't really have to remember what they all are. And I can't remember, what they all do specifically. What does vitamin E do? What does C do? I do have some memories, things that I remember. For example, in the beetroot, it talked about helping our body produce glutathione. Now, I know that when you eat anything with vitamin C is used by the body and is used to convert into or to manufacture its own sources of glutathione. And glutathione protects you against viruses and all the kind of nonsense that's going on in our world at the moment. So, a quick word on what's going on in our world. Sometimes from my vantage point, it looks like humankind's gone completely insane, bonkers, off its tree, bananas. It's lost all sense of its reason. And a lot of it comes down to fear, and fear comes from ignorance. And I can tell you in 2008, I've been living in Thailand and the diet here is pretty good, and markets are everywhere and we get a lot of fresh foods, but I was ignorant, absolutely, completely ignorant about the connection between food and my physical health. And when you've got good physical health, that helps the mind. So, if you're caught up in a lot of emotional reactions to the triggers out in the world today, and there's a lot of triggers out in the world today, and we feel angry or impotent or resentful or rage or hatred or dislike or envy or any of those things, chances are that we're not getting any protection from our food and diet. So sesame seeds, going back to what we read, sesame seeds, they're little seeds, and the book just says sprinkle them on salads or whatever. I frequently, for breakfast, I have a locally made granola, which I add various fruits to, or I add that to various fruits, and then I have things like almonds or cashew nuts. I might have sesame seeds or chia seeds or pumpkin seeds, and I might have raisins or sultanas or dates, or so I can add a mix of seeds, nuts, dried fruits. And then if I've got a coconut in the house, and Thailand's full of coconuts, I'll put the coconut water in to give me my liquid. Otherwise I use rice milk, and it's a beautiful, wonderful breakfast. But what I do, and in Thailand every kitchen's got a mortar and pestle. So if you can get hold of a mortar and pestle, very useful if you like to eat healthy foods. And the mortar, you just crush into the bowl, and it crushes the seeds open, and in my understanding, it makes them more immediately digestible and bioavailable. Beetroot I don't eat a lot. It's not one of my favourite foods, but look, if you eat beetroots and like beetroots, get them into your body. And one of the top juices, I think, is something like beetroot juice, carrot juice, and ginger. And you could add pineapple or apple to that, and you've just got a powerhouse of nutrients. So I think the last thing I'm going to say here is that when people discover that you need minerals and vitamins and so on, and that perhaps our ill health or our lack of vitality and energy is caused by a lack of minerals and the proper nutrients, the whole range of nutrients, we go to the pharmacy or wherever we go, and we get these supplements, and vitamin C supplements and vitamin B, minerals and zinc and magnesium and all these sorts of things. Now, my view is you don't need to get these supplements. Just get these seeds or these fruits or these vegetables or these nuts or any of these whole foods. Get them into your body, because they've got all the nutrients. And if you just eat a variety of nuts, seeds, fruits and vegetables, and take your herbs, then you're going to get all the vitamins and minerals you need, and you don't need to put more money into the corporate pocket, because it's the corporate pocket and the corporate mindset that's ruining our world. Corporations, and it's not necessarily to blame them, but they are mandated to make a profit, and the best way to make a profit comes from this little saying, and I'll finish with this saying for you, which I think is great. And it says that there's no money in death, no money in sickness. Sorry, let's start again. No money in death, no money in health, all the money's in between. So if you can be sick and then buy all the pills and the supplements and keep buying the foods that made you sick, then you're a very good source of profit for the corporations. So we'll leave it at that. That's my first book corner video, and I'm going to come back with more book corner videos where I pick out a passage, read it, and give my reactions to it. This one was on food and health. A lot of my books are spiritual based or psychological based ones, exploring the mind, the body and the spirit, because I believe that the more we understand the human condition, the more we understand what's in here, the more liberated we are, because understanding is the light to the darkness of ignorance, and it's ignorance that leads to fear, and it's fear that leads to our terrible actions in the world. So more understanding means more light, means more intelligence, means more wisdom, means more health, harmony and happiness. Okay, see you next time. Bye-bye.